Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to our science lesson for today. We are going to be talking about fall today. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen and showing you a video.
Well, Squeaks, the leaves are changing. There's a chill in the air. It sure looks like fall out there, which means summer is pretty much over. Oh, buddy, don't look so sad. Summer is fun, but fall is pretty amazing too. There's so much to see and do and learn about. Like, you know how I mentioned all the leaves were changing those cool colors? Well, do you remember why they do that? Let's watch this to refresh our memories. Hi, guys. What's it like outside this time of year where you live? In our part of the world, the days are getting shorter and the weather's getting cooler. And some of the leaves on the trees are starting to change colors. This might be happening where you live too, or it might be happening pretty soon. That's because we're heading into one of the most colorful times of the year, autumn. Nothing says autumn or fall like lots of brightly colored leaves to rake and jump into, or just to pick up and admire. Now, some trees like pine trees, spruces, and firs stay green all autumn and winter. But for many of the trees that have leaves instead of pointy needles, this time of year means their leaves will turn different shades of red, orange, and yellow, and eventually drop to the ground. Have you ever wondered why this happens? To find out, let's take a close look at a green leaf. Leaves on most plants and trees are green because of a colorful chemical inside them called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is bright green, but it does more than just look pretty. It has a special job because it's able to capture the energy that's in sunlight. Leaves use this light energy to make sugars, which the tree can then use for its own energy. So chlorophyll is what plants use to make their own food from sunlight. But chlorophyll isn't the only thing in tree leaves that gives them color. Leaves have lots of other colorful chemicals called pigments inside them that are red, yellow, orange, and even purple. If you've eaten carrots, cabbage, or cherries, then you've not only seen these pigments, you've had them for lunch. All of these colorful pigments have special jobs, but only chlorophyll helps a plant make the sugar that it needs to live. And since chlorophyll's job is so important, there's way more of it in green leaves than any of the other pigments. In fact, there's so much chlorophyll that its green color covers up all of the other colors. So through spring and summer, we don't see the red, yellow, and orange pigments in the leaves. We just see the green chlorophyll. But as the summer starts to turn into fall and the days get shorter, less and less sunlight hits the tree's leaves, so the tree starts to make less and less chlorophyll. Then the leaves become less green, and we're able to see more of the other colors that were there all along. And when that starts to happen, you might want to take the time to enjoy these pretty leaves while you can, because not long after they turn color, they begin to fall. They fall because without their chlorophyll to help them make energy, the leaves don't really have a job to do. So as winter approaches, the energy that the leaves have made flows into the tree and gets stashed away. Then, when the time is just right, they break off from the branches and fall to the ground. The tree can then live through the winter using the energy that it's saved up until the days start to get longer and warmer. Then it grows new leaves to capture the sunlight, and the cycle starts all over again. So when you start to see yellow, orange, and red leaves showing up where you live, remember, those colors were there all along. Autumn is just their time to shine. While the trees and other plants all over our neighborhood are changing color and losing their leaves, lots of the animals that live around here are making their own changes to get ready for the coming winter. Some birds, like our pal Dino, are getting ready to fly somewhere warmer, but other animals, like squirrels, are preparing to sleep through most of the coldest parts of winter. And one way they prepare is by storing lots of food for when they wake up. Hi, everyone. What is it, Squeaks? You didn't say anything?
All right, great job learning about those leaves changing. For your seesaw activity today, you are going to be writing a poem. So you are going to be writing a poem called In the Fall. So what you're going to do is write who it is by. And if you would prefer to write this on a separate piece of paper, that is totally okay. So In the Fall by, I'm going to write Mrs. Z. I'm going to write this one. And you're going to tell me things that you see, things that you hear, smell, taste, and feel. And this is exactly what we're learning about in reading, isn't it? It's about our 5 senses. So in the fall, I see many, and I want you to use some descriptive words. Orange pumpkins. In the fall, I see many orange pumpkins. And your sentence is already started for you, isn't it? It already has a capital letter to start. So this one, well, you would not start with a capital letter, would you? Because your sentence already starts with a capital letter. What you will make sure you do is you make sure you have punctuation at the end. So in the fall, I hear leaves under my feet when I walk. Okay, and then the next one, what are we going to write next? We are going to write what we smell. In the fall, I smell yummy apple cider. I love drinking apple cider in the fall. In the fall, I taste a warm and sweet apple pie. I'm a huge fan of apple pie. Notice how I am continuing on my sentence. So I'm not starting with capital letter, but I am continuing my sentence and making sure I have a period at the end. In the summer, I feel the cool and crisp air. I love how cool it is in the fall. And I used to live in Ohio, so it used to be a lot cooler. So once you have done that, you can click the check to turn it in. If you would like to add a picture, you can absolutely add a picture in. You could totally do that. And you could do that on a separate piece of paper as well, if you would prefer to write on a separate piece of paper, if you want to keep this poem to hang on your wall or something like that. So remember, you are going to put your name, write what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, and what you feel in the fall. You may then add a picture with your sentences if you would like, but I want you to at least write. When you're finished, you can click the check to turn it in. So I'm going to go back to my Google Meet now and stop presenting and turn off my camera. Thank you so much for doing the lesson today with me, boys and girls. I love that you learned about some leaves and how they change, and I hope that you enjoy fall. Bye.